All right, welcome back. CBS Radio World Headquarters in Green Tree. A little Batto's Pizza today. A little punchki action from Oakmont Bakery. And yes, topping it off with a little Sheets K-Cup coffee. I want to kind of give you one more complete rundown of the games this weekend in the National Football League. And, of course, we'll have it all for you on Sunday. Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday Show live from the Coons Market on McKnight Road. But the big story is that Steelers-Kansas City game scheduled for 1 Sunday has been pushed back till 8:20 on NBC because of the impending bad weather. So we're going to have more on that in a moment. But let's begin with the first game coming up tomorrow, Seattle and Atlanta, 4:35 on Fox. Now, you got to realize something. Atlanta has been on a roll of late. They 4-0, the final 4 of the season, as they won the NFC South. And the big matchup is going to be Matt Ryan, who has just been lights out throwing the football this year, the Boston College grad, to wide receiver Julio Jones, who's going to be matched up with Richard Sherman, still one of the best defensive backs in the game. Now, Earl Thomas out for Seattle, but they didn't show any signs of wear as they defeated Detroit with Matthew Stafford in that high-octane passing game, 28-6 last Saturday. And also, they've got a running game in Seattle with Thomas Rouse, who had 161 yards. 4:35 on Fox, Seattle and Atlanta. As far as the New England game coming up at 8:15 on CBS at Gillette Stadium, Bill O'Brien, former Penn State coach and New England offensive coordinator, is how tough they can be anytime, but especially up in Foxborough, where Houston has never won. They've only beaten New England one time, and they were beaten by them in September, 27-0. 9-7. Houston obviously has a great defense, is how they finished the regular season, but Tom Brady is Tom Brady, and that's why right now Houston, as we go to tape, 15.5-point underdog. It'll be Houston at New England, Saturday night, 8:15, CBS. Now, Green Bay at Dallas. This is the 4:40 game on Fox on Sunday. Aaron Rodgers has been red hot. This guy can throw a Hail Mary as easy as he can a slant pass, and Dak Prescott is as cool as they come for only a rookie. Definitely the steal of this year's past draft, coming in the 4th round. He could take Dallas to their first Super Bowl in 21 years. And Ezekiel Elliott, the kid out of Ohio State, 1,631 yards, running exceptionally well with the football. Aaron Rodgers, in his last 7 games, 18 touchdowns. And you may remember, he led the Packers to the Super Bowl at AT&T Stadium against our Steelers just a couple of years ago. Now, let's get to the Steelers a little bit, and we're going to talk about the weather. That's where we're going to begin. As far as the possibility of bad weather, this is what Antonio Brown had to say.
I'm a football player. We can't let weather conditions dim how we play. And I'm just excited to have an opportunity to play. And whatever the condition is, we'll find a way to get the job done in the midst of it.
Again, that game has been switched to 8:20 because of the impending weather in Kansas City. And the other big story trending, Joey Porter is back as linebacker coach for the Steelers this week. Some of the charges in that altercation on the south side have been dropped. Arthur Moats on Joey Porter being back.
Well, I was super excited. Like I said, anytime you get, one of your brothers back, even though he's our coach, he's still considered a brother. So anytime you get somebody like him back, you're excited for him because, anytime somebody goes to a trying situation, you want to see them come out positive, and we feel like he did.
Again, the game now 8:20. 93.7 The Fan all weekend long. Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday Show at 11 from Coons Market on McKnight Road, breaking it all down for you. As far as what Kansas City will do, here's what Ben Roethlisberger said.
Speed rush and creating an edge, making you step up into a push up the middle. So just being able to get off the ball on the snap is really big for them as well.
Talking about the defense of Kansas City, but what about the no huddle? Does it work or not? And if so, why?
Typically, when you go to a no-huddle style offense and you're up-tempo, it's hard for a crowd to stay yelling the whole time if you can get first downs and go. And defense is hard to substitute, hard to call in your blitz package and things like that.
One of the things that the great Andy Reid said about Le'Veon Bell was that delayed start that he gets before he gets to the line of scrimmage. It seems to work for him. It's a unique style, so much so, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns last week in that 18-point win in the frigid weather at Heinz Field against Miami. And earlier this year in October, Le'Veon Bell had 144 yards against Kansas City. Again, 8:20 because of the impending ice storm. NBC Sunday night. The game has been changed. It's the Steelers and Kansas City. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's a complete look at what's happening this weekend in the National Football League. Have a great weekend.